Sarvasastradvi Piyusha, Sarva Vedaika Satvala, Sarva Siddhantaratnadya, Sarva Lokaika Dripruta, Sarva Bhagavada Prana, Srimad Bhagavada Prabho, Kalidvando Dittaditya, Sri Krishna Parivartita, Paramananda Pataya, Prema Vakshaksharayate, Sarvada Sarva Sevyaya, Sri Krishnaya Namostume, Mateka Bando Mat Sangin Mat Guru Man Mahadana, मन निस्तारक मद्भाग्य मदानंद नमोस्तु मे असाधि साधि ददाइन अधिनोच ताकरा आनामुंच कदाचिन मां प्रेमना हृत्कंठयोस्पुरा. Translation. O Srimad Bhagavatam, O nectar, churned from the ocean of all Vedic scriptures, you are the most prominent transcendental fruit of the Vedas and are enriched with the jewels of all philosophical conclusions. You grant spiritual vision to all people of the world and are very life breath of the Vaishnava devotees. O Lord, you are the sun which has arisen to dispel the darkness of Kali Yuga. Actually, you are Lord Krishna who has returned among us. O Srimad Bhagavatam, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. By your recitation, one attains transcendental bliss because your syllables shower down pure love of God. You are to be served by everyone always, for you are an incarnation of Lord Krishna. O Srimad Bhagavatam, O my only friend, companion and teacher, O my great wealth and deliverer, O my good fortune and bliss, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. O Srimad Bhagavatam, O bestower of saintliness to the unsaintly, O uplifter of the most fallen, please never leave me. Accompanied by pure love of Krishna, please manifest yourself in my heart and throat. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So, tomorrow we are going to celebrate Nrsimhadev, Nrsimha Chaturdashi, Nrsimhadev's appearance day. So, we are rightly here, prayers of Prahalada Maharaj. Glorifying the Lord is very good, but glorifying the devotee is very, very good, right? So we are in the right track. So I thought every year during festivals, we speak about the Lord and the devotees. So today, anyway, we are doing prayers of Prahalada Maharaj. So we'll continue to do that. We know that Prahalada Maharaj is a very great devotee, one of the 12 Mahajans. If you see Bhagavatam, there are so many exalted devotees. But Prahalada Maharaj is very, very special. For he is very small. For one small devotee, Lord has come in a big avatar. You see, other pastimes, if you see Lord Ram and Lord Krishna, there are so many devotees involved, and it is for many purposes. But to protect one small devotee, the Lord took a very, very gigantic, big incarnation. So, in that way, also, Lord Nrsimhadev is very special because he is very merciful. Externally, he looks very ferocious, right? For non-devotees, he looks very ferocious. For devotees, he is the dearmost. All ISKCON devotees love Nrsimhadev, and we do the prayers every day. We chant Namaste Narsimhaya. And he is our dear father, right? Nrsimhadev is our dear father. We are not afraid of him. Only non-devotees get afraid of him. That's why Lord Nrsimhadev is here in Mayapur to drag away the non-devotees and bestow mercy on devotees, right? So now this sweet pastime is happening between the devotee and the Lord. You know, the glories of Lord Nrsimhadev is unlimited, and the glories of Prahalada Maharaj is also unlimited. How? Prahalada Maharaj's glories are explained this full canto is for this pastime. Nrsimhadev and Prahalada Maharaj, full 7th canto. So this 7th canto is narrated by Narad Muni to Yudhishthira Maharaj. So who is Narad Muni? Narad Muni is spiritual master of Prahalada Maharaj. So what can be a most wonderful thing in this world, like Guru Maharaj is praising the disciple. So definitely Prahalada Maharaj is a very great Acharya, very great pure devotee, which we see in the prayers also. And it is, and he his history lives as an example for all of us, that we cannot say this is my problem, that is my problem. So whenever great sannyasis and Guru Maharajas, we go to them and ask and express our problems, they naturally ask, do you undergo problems like Prahalada Maharaj? Definitely, we cannot tolerate such big problems like Prahalad Maharaj, but at least we will have some confidence. Pure devotional service. If we follow pure devotional service, any kind of problems we can cross over, and Lord will help us. Lord will protect us. So that confidence, anyone who reads Prahalada Charitra, teachings of Prahalad Maharaj, will have. So now we will continue his prayers. In what mood? See, last week prayer was also exalted. Now we are continuing. It is big, so we are taking only 5. And Prabhupada is also writing lots of elaborate purports. So as much as possible, we will try to uh, intake the great teachings. So in the verse 41, Prahlad Maharaj is saying, my dear Lord, you are always transcendently situated on the other side of the river of death. But because of the reactions of our own activities, we are suffering on this side, in this side. Indeed, we have fallen into this river and are repeatedly suffering birth and death and, and eating horrible things. Now kindly look upon us, not only upon me, but also upon all others who are suffering, and by your causeless mercy and compassion, deliver us and maintain us. This is the prayer of a true devotee. A true devotee never praise only me, mine. No, such thing never exists in devotee's life. And in our sampradaya, especially, we are never, Prabhupada is writing, we are never bhajananandi, means we never do solitary bhajan. We are always Goshti Anandi. So we can never go back home, back to Godhead alone. No such thing. Our mission is preaching mission. So you see the mood of Prahlad Maharaj. So long, many years before, maybe some 20-25 years before, my spiritual master gave a class. If you can find out on internet, you please find out and listen to that class. It is very, very excellent class, preaching in the mood of Prahlad Maharaj. So Prabhupada taken the mood of Prahlad Maharaj. You see, Prahlad Maharaj is describing the situation of how the living entities are suffering. See, this material world is called a big ocean of suffering. So sometimes it is the Vaitarani river. It is said that it is in between the spiritual world and the material world. This I'm not clear whether it is a material world or it's a river between spiritual world and material world. Anyway, so Lord is on the other side of the Vaitarani river, and we are in this side. So he's saying how it is, how we are in the circle of birth and death. You please see this. He's praying. So we have fallen into this river and repeatedly suffering the pains of birth and death, and we are eating horrible things. So eating horrible things means in different species, the living entity eat different nasty things, right? So as a dog eats everything. Crow eats all dirty things. Pig, don't ask pig about pig. So in different species, the living entity is eating different. That's why specifically Prahlad Maharaj is writing. And even in human life, when we talk about this eating, it's very, very horrible how humans are also eating, except devotees. Others, you see, they eat anything and everything. So this is a very, very bad situation of the jivas. So he is humbly requesting, please look upon us. Please show your mercy and compassion. Definitely, Lord is showing the mercy on Prahlad Maharaj. So he is saying, not only me, You please see the companions, my companions, and deliver us and maintain us. There is no deliver me, deliver me, maintain me. No, me. It is us. You see how compassionate Prahalada Maharaj is. He is not selfish. Lord has come. Yes, he has granted him everything. By seeing, if somebody is sitting on the lap of the Lord, means that's all. He achieved his life's goal. So why he should worry? Why he should worry about anything else? But this is the mood of pure devotee. So in one lecture I heard that if somebody, by doing very good sadhana, go back to spiritual world, alone, imagine alone. Alone, it is not possible, but still we imagine. This is an imaginative situation. So the Lord is asking that the devotee, you came alone? So the devotee is very embarrassed. You came alone? Nobody else? Go, bring everybody and come. So this is this is a joking way of explaining that we cannot go alone there. There is no selfish, okay, I only protect me. That is possible in liberation. But to attain Krishna Prema and to enter into the pastimes of the Lord, and really we do some services there in spiritual world, we need to follow our Gaudiya Sampradaya. In Gaudiya Sampradaya, there is no alone, there is no bhajana, a simple single bhajan, nothing like that. We always go in group, we always go in team. Never alone, never alone. So my from the beginning of ISKCON life, in my life also, I was never alone. Though my family was a single family, not mother-in-law, father-in-law, nobody. Myself, my husband, but my family was always big. In the sense, I associate with devotees. That should be mood of everyone. And we should associate with devotees. We should call devotees for prasadam. So always ours is a joint family only. ISKCON means not single family. ISKCON means joint family. Wherever we go, we have to associate with devotees. We have to serve devotees. That selfishness is not there. And other thing is, now Prahalada Maharaj is coming to the preaching mode. How he is preaching, how he take it. Once he become he's a small boy, 5 years only. Once he become a stable, means once he has, he grown up and he was admitted in the Gurukul, he started preaching. He was very bold, very confident. So now these 5 verses are excellent verses. Preachers often quote these verses, and then we get motivated by seeing these verses. So next verse 42. O my Lord, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, original spiritual master of the entire world. What is the difficulty for you who manage the affairs of the universe in delivering the fallen souls engaged in your devotional service? You are the friend of all suffering humanity. And for great personalities, it is necessary to show mercy to the foolish. Therefore, I think that you will show your costless mercy to persons like us who engage in your service. So, Prahalada Maharaj it's an humble prayer. Every devotee pray for the mercy. But Lord in reality is merciful only. There is no doubt about it. This is the feeling of the devotee. This is a prayer. So he's asking what he has to ask for the mercy. So he's asking. So here we can see the same mood in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Vasudeva Datta to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is asking, what he is asking? I will answer the question after this explanation. So, Vasudeva Datta is an incarnation of Prahalada Maharaj. He was praying to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu crying and praying that please give me the sinful reactions of whole world, all the people in the world, and let me suffer in the hell. You please deliver them. So similarly, you can see the same mood with Ramanujacharya. Ramanujacharya, uh, Ramanujacharya got the initiation from his spiritual master after 17 years. 17 years, 17 times he went to his spiritual master to get the initiation. Every time the spiritual master denied, no, go, go, go. So even the Lord Ranganath came into the dream of Tirukoshti Nambi, the spiritual master of Ramanujacharya, and told, look, he is Ramanuja. You please initiate him. Still the spiritual master said, no, I have my own standards. So I will initiate him after some times. Finally, he initiated him and said the mantra, Om Namo Narayana. This is very secret. You are not supposed to tell to anyone. You chant and you can go back to Vaikuntha. But if you tell this mantra to anyone, they can go to Vaikuntha, but you will go to hell. Okay? So be careful. I will not allow you to tell this mantra to anyone. But Ramanuja was very, 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 very compassionate. So he went in the second floor, first floor, second floor of the temple stairs, and then invited the whole village. And he told, please chant this mantra. You can all go back home, back to God. Please chant this mantra. And the Guru heard this and he got really furious. And he called Ramanuja, and I told you, warned you, that you are not supposed to tell this to anyone, but how come you told this? Then Ramanuja humbly said, this Adiyan means I am this das of yours, go to hell. One person go to hell, no problem. But instead, all these people can go to Vaikuntha. That is greatness. So let me go to hell, because definitely I didn't listen to you. So let me go to hell. But in that way, I can deliver so many people to Vaikuntha. That's my intention, Guru Maharaj. Please forgive me. The Guru became very, 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 very astonished and hugged him, and he said, I am not your Guru, you are my Guru. And he made his son to become Ramanuja's disciple. So, Prabhupada, so that is the mood of devotees. The devotees always wants to preach and always wants to deliver others also. And then one more thing we have to, Prabhupada is writing here is that a devotee always wants to serve devotees. So Prabhupada is quoting this verse of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that Gopi Bharatur Padakamala Yor Dasa 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 and Dasa. So this is 7 times Dasa. Dasa, 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 Dasa and Dasa. 7 times it should come. I mean, even in Mukundamala Stotra, you can see the same mood. That even when we go back home, back to Godhead, there the real mood of devotee is Dasa, 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 Dasa and Dasa. So in Kulasekara Alvar is praying in Mukundamala Stotram that is asking, Mad janmaha phalamidam mad kaitabare, mad prarthaniya mad anugraha yeshayeva, tvat britya britya parisagara britya britya brityasya itimam smaralokanata. So if at all I want to elevate my janma, this mad janmaha phalamidam Madhu Kaitabare, one who killed Madhu and Kaitaba. If I want to elevate myself, what do I want? I want the service of the Britya means servant of the servant of the servant of the servant of the servant. So that is the mood of our Gaudiya Sampradaya. That is the mood of any Vaishnava, should be any Vaishnava, that we become Das. We are not masters. So we are the Das. So that is the mood Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave us. That even if you see, the many pastimes are there, but I'm not going deep into this subject because we have to cover other slokas also. In many pastimes, we heard that even in spiritual world, they directly don't deal with Radha and Krishna. They are just serving the devotee circle, 1 circle, 2 circle, 3 circle, like that only. So there is no direct service. So we become the servant of the servant. That should be the mood. Okay, verse that 43. Oh, best of the great personalities, I am not at all afraid of material existence, for wherever I stay, I am fully absorbed in thoughts of your glories and activities. My concern is only for the fools and rascals who are making elaborate plans for material happiness and maintaining their families, societies, and countries. I am simply concerned with love for them. So how the society is acting? How the society is acting? Prabhupada is writing in the purport. Prakriti kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvasa ahankara vimudatma karta ahumiti manyate. In every action, this sloka should be our daily meditation. Why? Because, in every day-to-day action, we are thinking, I am doing, I am doing, I am doing. So the other mind should say that we should regulate our mind. I am not doing, I am not doing. Prakriti kriyamani gunai karmani sarvasha ahankara vimudatma. The vimudatma, the foolish mind, the foolish person thinks that I am doing everything. No, we cannot do. We cannot do. Unless it is supported, we cannot do any. We can desire, good or bad, any action we can desire. But it is carried, it is done by the material nature and the order of the Supreme Lord. So, Prahalada Maharaj here is thinking about the foolish people who are always thinking, who are always making plans, who are acting, thinking that we are the doers, we are doing, we are great, we are rich, we are leaders, I, mine. So all such foolish are there when they will be delivered. So he says, I am not worried because I have my spiritual master. I have seen you now. But I am worried about these people. Please help. Please guide. Please help. So again, he is praying for others. So the 44th verse is also a beautiful verse. So he says, my dear Lord Nashmadeva, I see that there are many saintly persons indeed, but they are interested only in their own deliverance, not caring for big cities and towns. They go to the Himalayas or forests to meditate with vows of silence, Maunavrata. They are not interested in delivering others. As for me, however, I do not wish to be liberated alone. Leaving aside all these poor fools and rascals, I know that without Krishna consciousness, without taking shelter of your lotus feet, one cannot be happy. Therefore, I wish to bring them back to your shelter at your lotus feet. Here lies the devotee mood. Devotee is not at all worried about himself because he says his prayer is Diviva Bhuviva Mamastu Vaso Narakeva Narakantaka Prakamam Avadhirida Charanara Vindau Charanote Marano Api Chintayami. The devotee is very confident also, and he says, you put me in hell or heaven, wherever you are. Diviva Bhuviva Mamastu Vaso Narakeva Narakantaka Prakamam. You put me wherever you want to put. But let me always be with your devotees and chant your holy names. So in that, Prahalada Maharaj is now confident. But he is saying that some sannyasis or some so-called spiritual persons, they go to Himalayas, they do Maunavrata, they don't associate with anyone. They are in their own bhajans. Prabhupada also many times gave us instructions that one should not be very selfish in doing their own bhajans. One should go out, preach. So Prabhupada showed us that how he left Vrindavan. but he carried Vrindavan in his own heart. He carried Vrindavan wherever he went. So preaching is the essence, right? Prabhupada gave us 4 principles. Purity is the force. Books are the basis. Utility is the principle. So preaching is the essence. How will you serve? I'm thinking of other religious sects or other movements. What they will do? I'm wondering. Oh, they don't have anything. You see, we are Gaudiya Vaishnavas. We are ISKCON devotees. We are fully engaged in book distribution, prasadam distribution, festivals. Where we don't have time to do anything nonsense. Prabhupada gave us a package that, 24 hours we are engaged, nicely engaged. So this completes everything. The Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mood, Jivadoya, Vaishnava Seva, Namaruchi. If we don't do this Jivadoya and Vaishnava Seva, Namaruchi will not come. Will not come. We may chant 64 rounds every day, but if we don't have compassion for other jivas, if we don't serve Vaishnavas, Namaruchi will not come. So, by the mercy of Prabhupada, we are fully engaged. We are in the right track. So that keeps us going, but we are not as here. Prahalada Maharajah is praying that he is not Bhajananandi. He is Goshtianandi. He wants to deliver the fools and rascals. Why? Then we are all devotees, I think. Yeah, in this group, everybody is devotee, so no need to give this point. But a new person who is studying, who is reading Prabhupada's translation, sometimes they get upset with the words rascals, fools, You should all know how to defeat when a neophyte asks you why Prabhupada is using harsh words. Right? He is doing the exact translation of Srimad Bhagavatam, but still people see that Prabhupada is writing. So the explanation is Prabhupada is more compassionate in describing what they are. Right? Definitely materialistic people are foolish. They don't know what is the goal of life, then they are fools. And they are only engaged in their body enjoyment. They are not the real well-wisher of themselves. They don't know what is good for them. And they are engaged foolishly. Definitely it is foolishness. So Prabhupada is correctly writing, but the non-devotees who read such statements, they don't understand. So for them, we need to explain that Prabhupada is very compassionate in describing the reality. But he is giving the Shastra as it is. It is written in the Shastra, that's why he is giving. So Prahalada Maharaj is praying genuinely how these people, foolish people are like this. Somehow, please guide me. Please engage me in preaching. That's what he is praying for. So every devotee should do this. Every devotee. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, everyone become a guru. Everyone become a guru. Please help other jivas. Please preach. So that's what we are seeing the Prahalad's mood. Then verse 45. Sex life is compared to the rubbing of 2 hands to relieve an itch. Grahamedi, so-called grahasthas, who have no spiritual knowledge, think that this itching is the greatest platform of happiness, although actually it is source of distress. The Kripanas, the fools, who are just the opposite of Brahmanas, are not satisfied by repeated sensuous enjoyment. Those who are dhira, however, who are sober and who tolerate this itching, are not subjected to the sufferings of fools and rascals. Now, this verse is also often quoted in many places. Yen maitunati grahamedi sukham hi tucham, that Prabhupada quotes in many places. But the whole world is running in this only. You see, it is the main point in this material world. So that's the reason we are attached more and more in this material world. And this is the one which is binding us here, and we are suffering because of this, which Prahalada Maharaj is giving. Why the Grahamedis? They are so-called Grahasthas, but they are Grahamedis. And they are called as Kripanas. Kripanas, and they are opposite to the Brahmanas. So they are not satisfied at any stage. For this, I'll give you one example. The human being never satisfied in this area. So for this, we can quote the story of Akbar and Birbal. Once Birbal asked, Akbar asked Birbal, so how long this sexual desire will be there in a human being? Birbal said, even at the time of death, it will continue. Then he said, hey, what nonsense you are saying? Old man, old people cannot have desire. The body will become weak. No. Body may become weak, but the mind may be actively desiring it. Okay, I'll prove this to you. Okay, he heard, Birbal heard that some very old man is about to die. So he took Akbar and also his young princess along with him. They went to see that old man. Old man saw Akbar and Birbal, and his eyes, because with Akbar, the young princess was there. So his eyes become, for a second, for some time, so bright. That Akbar noticed and Birbal also noticed, because he could see the princess, young princess. Now Akbar understood, yes. So the desire for sex life lives forever in the living entities, in the jivas. So, but when we become devotees, we have to identify this and gradually take it out. How we can tackle this is by engaging the mind and body continuously in service. It is possible. Otherwise, it is not possible. Otherwise, a person who is we have seen in history, very strong sannyasi, brahmachari sannyasi, they fall down at the age of 60, 70, like that. Because, this is very powerful one, which will make fall down anyone. That's why Prahalada Maharajah is saying that this is very dangerous, and it creates a lot of problems. The desire, sex life is giving, it is the source of distress. He's saying it is the source of desire. This alone we can take a big class. But anyway, we'll touch the outline. So this is how the material world is. This is how the common people, they don't understand anything. They don't understand anything. They don't know anything. They just eat, sleep, be merry, enjoy, die. This is how the materialistic people are. It is an opposite thing with them. So, but at least we became devotees. We identified. Now, we are not like Prahalada Maharaj. We have identified, oh, problems are there. So now I have to deliver myself and also help the mission of Prabhupada. That's what Prahalada Maharajah is guiding us. So when Mataji asked in this class that how a woman can be Goshtyanandi. Women along with the other families, we are like associating with the ISKCON congregation, with other families. We are not alone. When we can also preach, women can also preach. We are allowed. We have now Goshti of 15 Matajis here. So we can have our own Goshti, right? Where we are alone. We cannot be alone. We have our Mataji Sangha. And when we go to temple also, we listen to different classes of Prabhus also. Common class is there. There Kirtan is there. We join the Kirtan. So we remain, though we stand aloof, but we are with devotees. So it is Goshti only. I hope. We are never Bhajananandi. Ladies are also not Bhajananandi. We are always in Goshti only. In ISKCON, where we are alone. While chanting also, we chant together. In temples, we are not alone. Mostly, every city has congregational preaching going on. Temple is there, activities are there, Rath Yatra is there. There, we can also say we are not alone. We are not Bhajananandis. We are Goshti Anandis. ISKCON movement itself is Goshti Anandi, where we are alone. We take initiation and go away and chant alone, do alone everything. No, not like that, right? Correct? So, any doubts?
Yes, Mataji. Thank you.
Correct, right?
हरे कृष्ण माता जी, प्रणाम।
प्रणाम।
माता जी, हम लोग वैष्णव सेवा या भक्त का सेवा कैसे कर पाए?
अपना, yeah, according to your capacity. Yeah? Whatever is your capacity, accordingly you please serve. See, yeah, Vaishnava, it depends on your capacity. If you cannot give a big feast, you make sure that we are all grahasthas and ladies. We should be very, very compassionate. When somebody comes to us, come to our house, whoever they may be, you have to identify whether they are hungry or what. At minimum, is you please give them asan and water. Is minimum. Give something to eat. Is by default. By default, you have to feed them. But if don't have, they came for a short while, or they in your house, they come for a short while, then you give water, juice, or nothing is available. Sweet words. This is possible for everybody. Sweet words. So Vaishnava Seva in many ways you can do, from bigger level to smaller level, according to your capacity. You please identify fellow devotees, what do they want, and you give. If you have anything excess, you give, share. If I have more sari, immediately I give off, share. More eatables, share. Anything if you have more than enough. Yeah. Even sometimes if somebody is in need, immediately you have to go and give them that. So many ways you can do Vaishnava Seva. Whenever opportunity comes, you run for Seva. Whomever, you may not know them. If there is an emergency, you have to run. You have to run and serve. In all the way. Correct?
ठीक है माता जी, हरे कृष्ण।
Vaishnava Seva means Vaishnava Seva. When you see some Vaishnavas suffering, go and help them physically, or they need some financial help. If you have capacity, please give.
अच्छा,
Or if they want prasad, you please provide.
वैष्णव को घर में बुला के
Yeah. That you see that whenever it is most needed. Some people, no, they formally invite and feed. Better than that, what I feel is, when it is needed, you feel, please do that. Because, when I travel, I ask devotees, I don't eat outside. Please give me simple one yogurt rice, enough. Because I cannot eat. But instead, when I don't want anything, that time you call me and feed me nicely. That I don't want. When I am in emergency, please give me simple also, that is okay. Because I don't want to break the rule. So like that, if time, place, circumstances, you identify the need and serve, then it will please them.
अच्छा
So when I'm in Mayapur, so whenever I'm here, some devotees, they call me and give me elaborate feast. I say, when I come from outside, we have to hunt for prasad. No, kitchen will be closed. I have to go either to temple to eat prasad or maybe on time. Please give me something simple, not elaborate feast. When I come tired, I need something. Please give me something simple. I don't need a feast. So in that way, we understand the devotees' needs. And when they travel or when I travel, it is happening. We normally do that emergency service, which is helpful. You identify the need and serve in time. This is
माता
simple
जी
example. There are so many examples you can do. You can see.
ओके माता जी थैंक यू
Hare Krishna. So tomorrow is Nrsimha Chaudadasi. So please serve Lord Nrsimhadev by preparing Panakam and hear more, chant more, pray to the Lord. The prayers of Prahalada Maharajah. There is one very, very important prayer which I every day recite. Please, at least for tomorrow, you please recite. It is 7-10-7. Verse 7-10-7. You please memorize it or you recite it. It is very important. Yedi dasyasi me kaman varanstam vardashava kamanam hridayam ashamroham bhavadastu vrinevaram. That is the most important prayer of Prahalada Maharaj. Prahalada Maharaj was asked by Nrsimhadev, what do you want? Please ask me something. Prahalada Maharaj said that I am not a businessman to ask you anything material, but still you are asking me. So if at all you are the best of the giver, you are the best giver, please take me the desire to desire. I should not have desire to desire. I should not have anything, any material desire. Please take them out from my heart. That's the thing. So this prayer, if you find in Bhagavatam, and then please recite. And also there is one more prayer in 5th canto. Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya Namaste Chastejase Avir Bhava Vajrnaka Vajradamshra Karma Shayan Randaya Tamo Grasa Grasa Om Swaha Abhayam Atmani Bhuista Om Shram. This is in 5th canto, where in Jambudip, Prahalada Maharaj is praying again. So this is also a request to Nrsimhadev to remove the obstacles on the path of devotional service. So recite nice prayers. Also, Bhakti Vinod Thakur in some Sarnagadi prayers, he has prayed to the Nrsimhadev in Navadip. So that you can take out and pray. So extra prayers, extra studies, more chanting and services done on this auspicious day. So I wish you happy Nrsimha Chaudadasi. So one question is from one Mataji that tomorrow is fasting from grains. At the evening, we break with Ekadasi Prasad. So full day is fasting. If you are weak, you please take Ekadasi or fruit prasad. No grains. But if you are pregnant, old pregnant, you are exempted from fasting. Okay. So any doubts? Maybe next week I may not be able to take class. So we will see the next week. Okay.
माता जी चैट बॉक्स में एक क्वेश्चन है
Yes.
कोई माता जी
Yes. Chat box may a question. I have seen, I think. How does one, and this I answered, how does one in a woman's body embody mood of Goshti Anandi? So here we have, I answered, but still I'm answering it. We are not too much associating with men. Okay, like men are associating with anyone and everyone, but women has restriction. But still, as family, we can associate with other families, other devotees. Okay, that I explained. The second question is due to my anarthas which come out in my behavior. Sometimes I feel I'm doing anti-preaching. That is taking those I come in contact with away from Krishna consciousness because I'm wearing tilak and chanting Hare Krishna. Those around me expect high standards of a devotee, but I am not advanced and it comes out in my behavior. Please advise me what to do, how to develop. Oh, so many questions are there. Who wrote this? Oh. Question number 2, due to my anarthas. Yes, sometimes it happens because one girl, not in this group, she constantly gets angry in the family. And definitely the in-laws and husband are not devotees and they are kept on criticizing. What kind of devotee you are? Why you are like this? So it is not anti-preaching. Those who are not matured enough, they will never take up Krishna consciousness. They will find some lame excuse and leave Krishna consciousness. Right? Everybody should understand, even common people should understand that everybody cannot come to the highest standard of Prahalada Maharajah or some ideal behaviors. But people generally, they don't understand this. Once we put tilak and kantimala, they expect high standard only. But that should not be the reason for them to not to take Krishna consciousness. But many people find lame excuse and they escape. We don't worry about them. We don't worry about them. The real person who is a prospective candidate will not see the negativity. They will read Prabhupada books and take things from them. They should not see such externals. Because I have seen, not only here with you, many I have seen, they find some lame excuses and they find fault with the whole movement. There are so much, many wrong things or wrong people in ISKCON also. But by seeing that, if they miss out Prabhupada, that is their unfortunate condition. For that, we need not worry. But still, if you are really concerned, please change yourself, at least externally. Internally, difficult. Definitely, I agree. At least externally. So that we serve Prabhupada. By seeing us, somebody should not leave ISKCON or somebody should not take up Krishna consciousness. Try yourself. Try yourself. Because, this, I have seen non-devotees, they find some lame excuse not to take up Krishna consciousness. The thing is, too much rules, they say. It's okay. It's okay. But genuinely you try, you don't become anti-preaching. Genuinely you try to behave nicely, you try to uh, behave perfect, gently, nicely, so that others will be, oh, devotees, yes, fine. They should come. Okay, try. At least try. Try. Because we are all, again, everybody has, anyone who comes near to devotees, they will surely going to find fault. Because we are all not faultless. If you come close to devotees, some negativity will be there. But that should not be the reason not to take up Krishna consciousness. This is for them, I am telling. But in our perspective, that we should try to behave properly, we to try to improve ourselves so that others also, by seeing us, take up Krishna consciousness. Then
Hare Krishna Mataji. That fifth canto Jambuti slogam chapter verse Mataji.
I forgot I will message in the group.
Okay, Mataji.
That Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya, right? I will find out and let you know. That is there in the Brahmacharya in Krishna Consciousness book. Okay. And anyway, I will find out and let you know. How to develop compassion for others and remove selfish mentality. That is our mood. Preaching is the essence. As I said, Krishna will ask you, oh, you came alone? Well, where is your friends? Where is your relatives? At least we should try. We should try. That Krishna consciousness is so nice, right? So nice. Everybody should release the sweetness. We should spread as much as possible. Yaradeke Tarika Krishna Upadesh. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, please spread the message. So slowly, whenever somebody is suffering, I take the chance and catch them. You please practice, you please chant. You please chant the holy name. Or if you are really enthusiastic, I can give you some preaching opportunities. Already Varuchira Mataji is asking, and I have to organize. I will still try to, give some service in preaching, or please assist some senior devotees in their preaching mission. Okay. So how to remove that selfish mentality? How we can be selfish in Krishna consciousness? Prabhupada was not selfish. By simply follow your Guru Maharaj and Prabhupada. Have you ever seen them selfish? How tirelessly they are working. What for? What for? See, if you see senior devotees, Prahalada Maharaj, he has suffered. Once he saw Narsimadev, there ends. That's all. Narsimadev will not deny liberation to him. He has done. He has achieved perfection, but still he is praying for others. That should be, for a devotee, it should be natural, I feel. Natural. So that mainly how you can develop that compassion that will please Prabhupada. To please Prabhupada, this is also, a kind of selfishness. To please Prabhupada, you can develop some artificial compassion now. Later it will become real. Even if we artificially develop some good qualities, later it becomes real good qualities. That's why for at least you please imitate good things. Then naturally it become good. Okay, I think I answered all the questions. So, any other question if you want? Comments? Okay. Okay, thank you very much. We'll see. I don't know when. Maybe next week is not there. The other week also, I am very doubtful. We will see. I will announce in the group. Thank you very much. Mancha kalpatarubhasya kripa sindhibhyavasya patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.